Do you like tomato ketchup? Would you like to do it at home? Just like this. Look at the glossy texture and a beautiful taste to die for. Let's do tomato ketchup. Take 2 kilos of fresh tomato. Make sure you select the best ripe tomatoes. Cut them into quarters and don't worry about the skin and the seeds. We will filter them out later. You take a pot, put 500 ml of water along with 500 ml of tomato juice. I would recommend you to make your own fresh tomato juice and add it into this. Now add all your quartered tomatoes into it and start cooking it for 20 minutes until it is nice and soft. Remember one thing, when you are using a mixer, please let the whole mixture cool down to room temperature and then you make your puree. If not, you can directly use the hand blender like I'm using now. After your puree is ready, it's now ready to pass through a mesh. Use a lovely small wire mesh or a sieve or a strainer and pass through it using a ladle and the back of the ladle, and use it exactly the way how I'm using. What happens is you will filter out all the seeds, the skin and all the unwanted matter so that you have a nice and smooth puree. So now put the puree back into your pot, keep it on the stove and on a medium heat start to reduce it. Once it comes to a boil, add a cup of brown sugar, and if you don't have brown sugar, you can use white crystal sugar, it's not a problem, but the brown sugar is going to give a lovely texture and color to the end product. So after that, you add another cup of white sugar. So the total sugar content should be 2 cups. Please add a tablespoon of salt to balance it. I forgot to shoot this part. At this point, add 100 ml of white vinegar. This will give a lovely balance to the umami flavor as well as the final product. As well as add some cloves to give it a beautiful scent of some spice. Don't forget to regularly skim all the impurities which are floating up. And now it's time to reduce the sauce. So you keep boiling on moderate flame and start reducing the sauce until it is reduced by half of its original content. Don't forget to stir it occasionally, otherwise you might end up burning the sauce. How will you know that the sauce is ready? Well, we do the plate test. If you see this water separating from the pulp, that means it is not ready and you have to still continue reducing the sauce. Well, I like to add a little bit of balsamic vinegar to my sauce. If you don't have balsamic vinegar, you can also add a little bit of tamarind juice. Keep reducing and we do a final plate test. Voila! There is no water separating from the pulp and the sauce is ready. Place the sauce into a broad pan and let it cool down to its room temperature before you place it in the refrigerator. The sauce can stay until 2 weeks if kept under correct temperature. If you love this recipe, show me a love by pressing the like button and sharing and subscribing to my channel. Thank you very much.